Hey, everybody, welcome to Monday night social distancing live. Welcome from Plano, Texas. Look at all those beautiful faces. Oh my goodness. So good to see you. I hope you had a great weekend. I had a fabulous weekend. I unplugged all weekend. I think I went live for Abby Friday night at like 5, 6, or 7. And then after that, I literally shut my phone off. And I haven't done that in forever. And it was wonderful. I sat by the pool, I read, and I got a lot of great vitamin D. And so I was ready to re-engage this morning. So, hi, guys. All right, this is what I want to talk about today. And today's message is a strong one. It's about what are you focusing on? How many times have you heard me say 1,000,001? And if you guys could say it to me out loud, I would have you say, what you focus on, what? Expands and grows. What you focus on expands and grows. And I know that today everybody's focusing on pandemic, social distancing, okay? And we need to do that. We absolutely need to, flatten the curve. I'm all about that. But what I want to talk to you about right now is how often are you plugging into the news? How often is the news on? Do you know that I watched the news for the very first time last Tuesday night? I had not watched ABC, NBC, CBS, CNN, Fox News. I watched nothing until last Tuesday night. And I lasted 20 minutes. And I said, no wonder everybody is freaked out. So we've got this virus and it's the real thing. But when I was watching this program, they were interviewing an immune specialist. And he said, what we have to remember is that only 15% of the people who come down with the virus end up in the hospital, 15% or less. Now, if you're talking New York City, that's a big deal, okay? But what I wanted to know about, talk to me a little bit about the other 85%. And we got none of that. It was immediately went to the next topic. And so this is what I know, that our thoughts affect our immune system. And if we have thoughts of fear and anger, okay, what that does is it literally floods your cells with stress chemicals. And this morning, I was up at 4 a.m. I was up at 4, it's because I had unplugged all weekend. I was watching a program out of Stanford University with Bruce Lipton. And Bruce Lipton happens to have been one of Meecher Ray's teachers when she was at Stanford. And I'm a big follower of Bruce Lipton. She said to me many times, you watch Bruce Lipton? She goes, at Stanford, 85% of the class didn't even understand what he was saying, and you follow him? I said, all the time. So Bruce Lipton had an amazing program this morning about protecting our cells, the cellular integrity. The first thing he talked about was nutrition. Okay, what to eat, what not to eat, all of the toxins that are in our food today. And then the second thing that he went to was the subconscious mind. And he must have talked 20 minutes about these stress chemicals that we release when we focus on fear and anger. So I thought, what could we do? What could we do as a community to be aware? We have to be aware and we have to be careful, all right? But unless you're on the front line as a doctor or a nurse, and I don't know if anybody hears that, or if you're a respiratory technician, it doesn't have to be our number one focus. And so moving into April, we're wrapping up March, and I got to tell you guys are doing a slamming good job. You really are. I mean, even from the home office, March numbers are up. I am impressed. So we're already doing this, but here's the season. We're going to be down and out now, right? And socially distanced for another month? All right, another month. So wouldn't this be the month that we get serious about some goals? And shouldn't this be the month that we start to focus on some personal goals? I think so. So we're aware of what's going on, but we move our focus into what is it that you want to be, do, and have in your life. You know, Carolyn Leaf, I love to study anybody that talks about neuroscience. She says, what energizes you? What if we thought about that for a minute? What energizes you about the Juice Plus business? How many of you, show of hands, get energized when you get a customer? Yes! Oh my goodness, don't we get energized? Everybody's face lit up. All right, David Beavers told me 25 years ago, there is nothing in this business, there is no problem in this business that cannot be solved by getting one new customer, okay? I was like, that is so profound. Yoda, that is so profound, okay? And so, well, you know, bringing on a new team, if a customer does that, a new team member just, you know, blows your hair back. I mean, you've got enough. Now you're talking about a different kind of chemical that you are releasing to every cell in your body. You're releasing chemicals of gratitude. You're releasing chemicals of love. You're increasing your DHEA. So I'm saying this is the season that we establish some goals for self-care and self-protection. How does that sound? All right. So what I have here is, when I used to do something, any of you remember when I used to do the SALT trainings? People would come to Plano. Oh my gosh, if I got a story about Abby's mom. Another conversation, we'll talk about that another time. I still, one of the funniest moments of my life. Okay, so every time somebody would come to SALT, I would gift them with this little card, a little card that they would keep in their wallet. Also had a little plastic cover for the card. And that is, it's a gold card, okay? And I've probably given away hundreds of them in 25 years. And this was something I started doing because I was a student of Bob Proctor's 25, 26 years ago, okay? I remember on this gold card, I had written, I am happy and grateful for. And I would write on that card, I am happy and grateful that I am a national marketing director. And I would take it with me everywhere I went. Even when I would change purses, okay, you know, you put your wallet in the new purse, you put your hairbrush, your lipstick in the new purse, this little card followed me into my new purse. So I wrote some notes. Would you allow me just to read? Can I just read my notes, guys? Okay, so I won't be making eye contact. Okay. When you write your goals, always write them in present tense, okay? So that I am so happy and grateful for. That's how you write it. Now, when you write it, okay, what you're doing is you're creating an image in your mind, and that image is impregnated into the cells of your brain. So unless you've got it written down, that does not happen. By writing it down, it's impregnated into your subconscious mind. Now, every time you put your hand in your purse, and if there's any guys on the call, I'm sorry, okay, but every time you put your hand in your purse, okay, you touch the card, and listen to this. A light message is sent, literally rifling through your central nervous system, and it spikes those cells in the brain that have been impregnated with the message and the image you created when you wrote it down. Guys, this is not voodoo stuff, okay? This is quantum physics. This is physics, my friends, okay? So every time that you touch it, you are flashing that picture on the screen of your mind, okay? The gold card should not be stuck in a wallet somewhere else, okay? The gold card should be kept loose in your wallet or your pocketbook, or your purse, excuse me, pocketbook is a New England term, okay? Okay, purse is a Southern term, okay? All right, so every time I said, if I'm changing purses, the card would go. All right, this is what happens. Okay, there's a gentleman who was a psychologist, William James, and he said, believe, and your belief will actually create the fact. Wow. All right, so here we are. I have still about 300. I have about 300 of these cards. And I only want to send them to people who will actually fill in the back. So tonight I did record this call. I'm going to post it on Team Up. If you guys want one of these cards, all right, just on the Team Up page, just go, give me a high five. I want one, Terri. Okay, I want one, Terri. And let's start there. Why don't we start with that, okay? Now, when we look at the month, so you have a goal, okay? And your goal is senior sales coordinator or NMD, or it's NMD, or it's QNMD, or it's, 12 club, 24 club, 30, because I had one that was always specific for NMD. Once I made NMD, I tore it up, and I had one specific for 39 club. And then when I hit 39 club, I tore that up. And I wrote one very specific for 100 club. And when I hit 100 club, I tore it up. And you know what I did after that? I stopped doing it. So guess who's getting back into having a goal card with her everywhere she goes? Guys, how many times you told, I will always, always, always be the student? Okay, so what is it that you want? What energizes you? Okay, what is it that you want? You're going to fill it out on your goal card. And then the programs that we're offering. Okay, Team Up or Team Chris or Team Tribe Bingo. Those are action plans that you do to help you get to these goals. Okay, those are just the action plans. Those are just the action plans. What I have written on the front of my card, I'm going to remember I wrote this on this card, I don't know, 20 odd years ago. It says, and let me see if you guys know who said this. It says, a vision without action is just a dream. Action without vision just passes time. A vision with action changes the world. You know who said that? Hi, Justine. Nelson Mandela. So that's what's on the front of my card. Okay, so we're going to do these cards. So we have this Team Up Bingo. I know we only gave you like a week. Okay, some of you are just knocking it out of the park. We're going to do another one starting April 1st for the whole, and we'll let it run the whole month of April, and that will be so much fun. All right, so we're going to do that. And, like the 5-1, even though it's not in play for the company, a great way for you to work towards your goal is to have that action step too. The 5-1 that will lead me to whatever it is that I want or desire, okay? So I'm excited about the month of April, guys. We don't have to be sitting home in fear. We need to be home. We need to be aware, but be thinking about what energizes you. What are you grateful for? How many times do we go back to the gratitude message? Why is that? Because gratitude is when you have that feeling, okay, it's all about feelings, that feeling of gratitude, it's like the most amazing fertilizer for the subconscious mind. It helps to create the new neural pathways. So you have the goal, you have the state of gratitude. We're such a great community, okay? Every Thursday we get together, we work together for an hour, we get so much done. This is like the ultimate mastermind. Why? Because we need each other. How many of you saw Brene Brown on CBS last night, 60 Minutes? Okay, what did she say? We can't do this alone. We can't be in the arena alone. We need to do this together. And that's why I love our Thursday morning calls. It's the ultimate mastermind. And from that, I have seen some amazing things happen. I've seen you guys walk through fear. I've seen you guys become so creative. I've seen some amazing things happen because of this Thursday morning mastermind, this exchange of ideas. So with that, I just want to open it up. So we're going to have the bingo for April. We have our Thursday, and I know that some of you are on all different teams, and I know that you're doing your mastermind. I'm just going to call it what it is now. You know, we're calling it power hour or office meeting. It's a mastermind, okay? Whatever you want to call it. I know some of you are on other teams doing that, so congratulations. This is no time for isolation. What is the number one enemy of this business? Isolation. What's the number one enemy in this time of social distancing? Isolation. You're going to see people become depressed and anxious if they're not involved in some kind of a community where we're giving, fostering, and supporting each other. We are blessed. Not only do we have a product that heals us at the cellular level, and I can say that because I'm on a private chat, okay, but we've got this community that holds each other up. I can tell you right now, we are blessed. All right, so I want you guys, if there's anything that you're doing that you want to share with this group that's working, please unplug and let's get a little conversation going. If not, this will be posted to the Team Up Facebook page, and we're going to rock and roll March, but we are going to rock and roll April. So anybody have anything they want to share? We've got a great event going on right now, Allison. I always pick on people. If people, you know me, if you don't volunteer, I'm coming to get you.
Okay, I have to walk out because my kids are watching TV. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I just came out into the dark. Okay, so you're asking what am I doing right now that's working?
Yes.
Or okay.
And tell us where you're calling from.
Oh, I'm in Lima, Peru, and I'm quarantined here. Can't walk out of my concrete walls over here in Lima. So yeah, we're going crazy. So just tonight, my mom, she's on this call too, Kathy Roscoe. She was telling me, you know, even though this is the situation, I have seen you post about so many things that I know you were really wanting to get done and do with your family. And so way to use this time, you know? So there's definitely been days where I have gotten to the end of the day and I've thought, okay, that was more of a depressed day than it was a productive day. But I have loved all of the links that have been going around of Kurt Beaver's calls, Leanne Harris calls. I mean, there's so many. And I have taken time to listen to quite a few things. And I remember when I first started, I just kept thinking, man, if I just keep listening to all these calls that are coming in for us, these resources that we have, like I will never decide to not do this because they're so encouraging and they just remind me. So for sure, when I am feeling a little isolated, I turn to Isolated with Juice Plus. I turn to those links that are being tossed around on our Facebook pages and in our Voxer chats. So if y'all haven't listened to those, especially the Kurt Beavers with Tommy Newberry call, oh my word, that blew my socks off, seriously. And I just signed up for the 40-day joy challenge that they have. So
you know what? Now see, I haven't looked at that. I will have to look at that. All right, I heard that was good, and I have not done that. Thank you, Allison. Yeah. So from Lima, Peru to Savannah, Georgia. How's that? What's going on out there in Savannah?
Hey, y'all, what's up? It's been a busy day. I cannot believe for the life of me that I almost had 1,000 people invited to my event. I told Terry, if that would have happened to me last year, I would have freaked out, okay? I would have freaked out. But thanks to Abby and one of my sidelines from my brave leaders, they shared their events with me. So I put both of them together and put some of my own ideas in there, and I had a bunch of people go live, and people were adding pictures, and it was phenomenal, nonstop, action-packed, so informative, educational. I think that it also showed a lot for our community and how we come together. And this is the time for events too, because people are at home and they're bored and they're craving the social interaction. And so if you have an online event idea, just do it. Just put it on the calendar and do it, and it'll all fall in place.
Yeah, and this was such a fun Tower Garden event, because we got to see people's Tower Gardens across the country.
Yeah, and it's actually still open for invitation. If you're not in there, you can still be added, and you can still add people for the next 2 weeks. So
yeah, so if you're not added, get with me or Allison or Abby or Sonia, and let's get you added. Let's see if we can boost that up to 10,000. Now there's the goal.
Oh my gosh.
Because you know what? I saw today someone under Judy Strickler's organization, Paula Culbreath, someone that she invited said, okay, I'm ready. Let me order this thing.
Yep.
So that was exciting. So we're happy for that. So it's the season for Tower Gardens. It's fun. The other thing I've noticed is that, guys, you know, I started this business 26 years ago on the telephone. Okay. We didn't have social media. Okay. We didn't even have a cassette tape back then. Some of you guys are so young. I don't even know if you know what a cassette tape is. You guys know what a cassette tape is? Okay. Justine knows. All right. Okay. So, all right. So, you know, I was in the business 3 years before we even had a cassette tape, but people would answer the phone. And what I'm finding right now is that people are answering the phone on the first ring. So I was going through a list of old canceled customers, and I called somebody on Thursday, and she answered, and I said, hey, it's Terri Luongo. And she said to me, Terri, where have you been? I haven't had Juice Plus in so long. Where have you been? I said, well, I can take care of that. And she said, well, you know, you moved to New Jersey and you kind of forgot about us. And I never moved to New Jersey. I just said, okay, well, I'm here now and I'll take care of you now. And people are answering the phone, guys. So let's just remember, you know, I thought of you because, you know, checking back through, I thought of you because there was a time when I thought of you because. Anybody else want to share what's going on? I've been seeing a lot of like block parties and neighborhood parties and social parties. I hope those are working out for you too. We're all good. All right.
Hey, Terri.
Yes, darling.
So I did a virtual happy hour Friday night.
It's my kind of party.
It was the most fun because there were like 2 or 3 Juice Plusers on there. And then there were other people on there and that have just been stuck in their house. And so now I'm in conversation with 2 of the people that were on there that I wouldn't have even probably never thought to talk to, because when I put it out on Facebook, they contacted me and said, hey, can I come to that happy hour thing you're doing?
And see, yeah, it's getting, again, you can social distance, but people need community, Tish, right?
Yes, absolutely.
People need, you know, and we are, let's face it, we are a beacon of light for most people. You know, we're well nourished, so our internal light shines and we're optimistic and spirit driven. And so, you know, we are a beacon of light out there. So let's keep that message going. I saw Tish was having a good time at the party. All right, my darlings. Okay. Bingo. 5-1. Gold cards to anybody that says, Terri, send me one. Remember, I'm back to doing my gold cards, and now you understand why. Okay. You touch it, it's a direct message to your subconscious mind. It replays that image in your head. And what you focus on, how are we going to end this? I'm going to unmute everybody. Hang on, hang on, hang on. All right. What you focus on, let me hear you.
Expands and grows.
Expands and grows. All right. Okay, guys. I love you to the moon and back. Know you're loved. Know you're appreciated. Peace and blessings. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye. Hey, Betsy. How cute she is.
Hey,
How are you tonight, honey?
good. How about you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I love my Monday night call. I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I was late getting on. I've been cooking supper and time was flying by.
It does that. Time flies. But thank you. I hope that you enjoyed that, and it's going to be recorded. And so the whole thing will be on the Team Up Facebook page tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Good night, baby. I'll see you later.
Good night. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.